Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and the subject today we are studying is Cambridge O Levels Mathematics Syllabus D. The code of the subject is 4024. Today we have set our heart to solve a paper 2 of this subject. And for this purpose, we have selected October, November 2023 to 1 paper. This paper 2 belongs from the Zone 1. The time allowed for this paper is 2 hours and 30 minutes. Scientific calculator is allowed in this paper, and the total marks for this paper are 100. So let's start today's paper. Question number 1 is coming up on your screen. In this video, I am going to present you the solution of this paper to the best of my knowledge and my abilities. Question number 1 is A part. The population of a town is 36,400. 23% of the population are aged 18 and under. Work out the number of the people in the town aged over 18. So the method is very simple. The total population is 36,400. From it, subtract the population which is under 18. So 36,400 minus 23% of this population, and you will be able to get the answer. So the people under the aged and over 18 will be 36,400 minus 23% of the 36,400. When you will enter this in your calculator, you will get 28,028. 28,028 is the answer. So here we go. The answer is right. So this is the solution, and we go to the question number 1. It's B part. He says in a village, the ratio of the ages of the population is under 18, 18 to 16, and over 16. That ratio is 4, ratio 11, ratio 5. There are 890 people aged over 60. So the people who are aged over 60, so they are talking about this. So aged over there are 890 people aged over 60. So over 60 is ratio is 5. The sum of this ratio will be 20. And so I can tell, work out the total number of people in the village age 60 and under. This is their question. So let me show you how I have done this. So the aged people over 60, how you will find that? That will be 5 by 20. 5 is the ratio of the over 60 people, over age 60 people. So 5 by 20 into the total, that will be 890. They gave us this. They gave us this answer. So let me show you. So they gave this here. That is given here. Okay. Now, so the total number of people in the village will be 890 multiplied 20 divided by 5. So that will be 3,560 people. Now, the people who are, the basic question is work out the total number of people in the village age 60 and under. Age 60 and under are over 60. From the total, subtract the people who are over 60. Remaining will be under 60. So 3,560, that's the total number, and over 60 people are 890. So when you subtract it, you will get 2,670. 2,670. So question number 1, it's C part. He says in 2015, the population of a city was 702,800. So 702,800. And so 702,800. In 2020, the population was 678,202. Calculate the percentage decrease in the population from 2015 to 2020. The percentage decrease is decrease divided by the old value or the original value multiply 100. So we can calculate the decrease. Percentage decrease is equal to decrease divided by the original multiply 100. So the decrease is basically 702,800 minus 678,202, sorry, and divided by 702,800 multiply 100. And when you will enter these values in your calculator, you will get 3.5%. So how much is the decrease? That is 3.5%. You will, the formula is very simple. Decrease divided by the original, yeah, old value, multiply 100. So this is how you will do. Our answer is 3.5%, and 3.5% is the right answer, sir. Okay, so we are going to the question number 1C and its second part. The population of the city increased by 12% between 1980 and 2015. Calculate the population of the city in 1980. In 2015, the population is this much. It is a 12% increase, whatever was the population in 1980. So we have to find out that. This is a question on the reverse percentage. So I will suppose that value is x. So x plus 12 by 12% of the x is equals to 702,800. So here we go. This is a question on the reverse percentage. X plus 12 by 100 of x is equal to 702,800. So it will be, when you take the LCM here, it will become 100x plus 12x. It will be 112 by 100 of the x. And that is 702,800. So x will be equals to 702,800 multiply 100 divided by 112, and you will get 627500. 627500, and that is the right answer, sir. This is how we solve it. Okay, question number 1 is D part. He says the table shows the population and area of some countries. So here the name of the countries are given, their population is given, and the area in the kilometer square is given. Work out how many more people live in Bahrain than in Maldives. Give your answer in the standard form. So how much is the population of the Bahrain? That is 1.5 expo 6. And how much is the population of the Maldives? That is 3.92 expo 5. So you have to tell what is the difference between them. So very simple, it's a 1-mark question. So because the calculator is allowed in this paper, so it's very simple. Directly you can write on your calculator 1.54 expo 6 minus 3.92 expo 5 equals to, and you will get 1.148 expo 6. 1.148 expo 6. 1.148 expo 6, a very simple and a straightforward question. I have done some elaboration here, but you can directly enter these two numbers in your calculator and you can get the answer. The population, this is the second part of the D. The population density of a country is the number of people per square kilometer. Which of these countries has the highest population density? Show how you decide. It's a 3 marks question. So we have to find out the population density of all the 4 countries, and then we will decide which one has the highest population density. The formula for the population density they have given in the question, and that is the population divided by the area. So what we will do, we will find out the population density for all of them. That data is given in that table. So for Bahrain, you will use your calculator. So 1.63 expo 8 divided by 148,000, and that will be equals to 1101.35. For Bahrain, its population is 1.54 expo 6, and its area is 760. So when you divide that population with the area, you will get 2026.32 population density. Maldives, the population is 3.92 expo 5, and you divide it with this area, that is 298 kilometers square. You will get 1315.44. For Lebanon, the population is 5.30 expo 6, and you divide it with its area, and that is 10400, and you will get 509.62. All these numbers I got from this table. So now I got the population density of all of them, and which country has the highest population density. That is this, and that is Bahrain. So in your answer, you will write Bahrain. So Bahrain is the right answer. This is the solution. This is how I have done this. And let me show you. This is the third part. Okay. So we are done with the question number 1. Now we are on the question number 2. So you can see on your screen that here we have a grid, here we have a triangle A, the triangle B, here we have a line, which is a vertical line. So the first question, triangle A, triangle B, and the line R are drawn on the grid. Write down the equation of the line R. You see this line R, basically this line R is a vertical line. So the equation of the vertical line is simply x equals to a number. And what is that number? That number is this x-intercept. So the equation of the line R will be x equals to 2. The equation of the line R is x equals to 2. X equals to 2 is the right answer. This is my answer. So then he says, draw the image of the triangle A after a reflection in the line R. This is question number 2A, second part. So we have to reflect this triangle A in this line. So I will reflect its vertices. So this vertex 1, 2, 3 is a 3 units here. So 1, 2, 3, it will be here. This vertex is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. This vertex is 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then I will join these 3 points and I will get the image of the A under the reflection in the line R. So let me show you. I have done that. So I hope you can see that. So its reflection will be this triangle. So whenever you reflect, you are supposed to move perpendicular to the line of the reflection. So 5, 2, 5, 4, 6, our answer is right. Okay, then he says, describe fully the single transformation that maps the triangle A onto the triangle B. So if you look at this triangle carefully, triangle A and the triangle B, you will suppose this triangle is like this, suppose. Now it has become like this. So you can clearly see that the orientation of the triangle has changed, and it was suppose it was like this. You can use a set square. I don't have right now a set square. Otherwise, I will have take the set square, like place the set square like A, and then rotate it, and it will exactly match on B. And when it will match, when you will have rotated it anti-clockwise through a 90-degree. Now, I can tell that this is a rotation of 90-degree anti-clockwise, but the problem is, where is the center of rotation? So if you want to find out the center of rotation of this this rotation, the method is very simple. You join the same points in the image and the object, and you draw their perpendicular bisector. You draw the perpendicular bisector of the line joining the corresponding points. For example, if you join A with the A prime, you will draw its perpendicular bisector. For example, you join B with the B prime, you draw its perpendicular bisector. You join C with the C prime, and you draw its perpendicular bisector. Where all these perpendicular bisectors will intersect each other, that will be the center of the rotation. Let me show you. I have done this, how this is done. The method is simple. For example, you can see this point and this point is same. So what I will do, I will join them, then I will draw a perpendicular bisector of this line. How I will do this? I will put my compass here, open it like this. I will draw an arc on this side. I will draw an arc on this side. And then I will put the compass needle here, and I will draw this arc, and then I will draw this arc. So where this point and this point where these arcs intersect each other, I will join them. So this is the perpendicular bisector. Then I have taken this point and this point. So I will put my compass here. I will draw an arc, and you can see this is the arc and this is the arc. And then I will place my compass here. I will draw this arc, and I will draw. Uh, you can see here we have a small arc. Then I will join them. Where these red color lines, these are the perpendicular bisectors, and where they intersect each other, that is the center. So the center of the rotation is 0, comma 0. So how the A went on to B, A went on to B. The A is like this, then it became like this. So it's an anti-clockwise rotation of the 90-degree about the 0, comma 0, about the origin. So it's a rotation of 90-degree anti-clockwise. This is how you find it, and this is how you write it. I hope you understand. Okay, so we are going to the next question. That is question number 3. He says, A part, the coin of the line L is 4y equals to x minus 5. Find the gradient of the line L. If the coin of the line is given and you want to find out the gradient of the line, the method is you will make x the subject of the formula of the equation. Sorry, I said x. Make y the subject of the equation. And when the y will be positive and alone on one side, on the other side, whatever will be the coefficient of the x, that will be the gradient of that line. So we will have to make the y alone on this side. So you can see here 4y equals to x minus 5. So y will be equals to 1 by 4 x minus 5 by 4. So this, the coefficient, when the y is alone, so this coefficient of the x, this is the gradient. So compare it, y equals to mx plus c. So m will be equals to 1 by 4. So the gradient of this line is 1 by 4, and our answer is right. This is how I have done this. Okay, question number 3a, second part. It says find the coordinates of the point where the line L crosses the y-axis. So I know the coordinate of this line, and I want to find out when it crosses the y-axis. You see, when the line will cross y-axis, the value of the x will be 0. So in this formula, wherever is the x, I will replace it with the 0. I will substitute in the place of x 0. So 4y in that equation, 4y is equals to 0 minus 5. So y will be equals to minus 5 by 4. So the coordinates of that point where the line L crosses the y-axis will be 0, comma minus 5 by 4. 0, comma minus 5 by 4 is the right answer, sir. This is how this is done. Okay, now we are going to the question number 3. It's B part. He says A is the point 4, comma 5 and B is the point minus 2, comma 8. Find the length of the AB. Now here they are asking you to find the length. So we have the formula for the length. We also call it the distance formula. The formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, and you take square root on it. And so here we have. So you see, the length will be equals to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, and then you take square root of the whole thing. So I will use these 2 points in the place of x1 and y1 and the x2 and the y2. So you see minus 2 minus 4 whole square and plus 8 minus 5 whole square. Minus 2 minus 4 is minus 6. So minus 6 square will be 36. 8 minus 5 whole square, and that will be 3 square, and that will be 9. 36 plus 9, that's 45. Square of the 45 will be 6.71. So the length AB is 6.71. 6.71. So the answer is right. This is how I have done this. So question number 3b, and it's the second part. He says find the coin of the line AB. Give your answer in the form y is equals to mx plus c. So basically they are asking me to find out the coin of the line AB. The process is very simple. First of all, I know the gradient, I know the coordinates of the A, I know the coordinates of the B. So what I can do, I can find out the gradient, and the gradient is represented with the m. The formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Once I know the gradient, then I have, you can say, how we find the equation then. Y minus y1 equals to m bracket x minus x1. So I will use one of the formulae. Okay, so here we go. So first of all, I am going to find out the gradient, and the gradient is, okay. Now the gradient formula is y2 minus y1 divided by the x2 minus x1. I'm going to use the point A and the point B. So it will be 8 minus 5, that is in the numerator, and in the denominator we will have minus 2 minus 4. So 8 minus 5 is 3, and minus 2 minus 4, that's minus 6. So the gradient is basically minus 1 by 2. We have simplified 3 and 6. So and then I will use this equation, and this is y minus y1 is equals to m bracket x minus x1. In the place of x1 and the y1, I will substitute the values from that point, the x and y coordinates. And in the place of m, I will put the gradient. Okay, so what we will do, so let me show you. Okay, so now I will have, I'm going to put that. So y minus 5 is equal to minus 1 by 2 bracket x minus 4. So this 2 will go there, and this minus 1 will go inside. So you will have 2y minus 10 equals to minus x and plus 4. So 2y plus x is equals to 4 plus 10. 2y plus x equals to 14. Take this x to the other side. So you will have 2y is equals to minus x plus 14. Take this 2, which is multiplying with the y. Take it to the other side. It will divide with both the terms on the right side. So you will have y is equals to minus 1 by 2 of x and plus 14 by 2. So this 14 and 2 can be simplified, so it will become 7. So y is equals to minus 1 by 2x plus 7. So you can see this answer is right. This is how I have done this. So this is how it is done. Hopefully you understand. So my dear students, now we are going to the next question, and that is question number 4. So we are on the question number 4. He says a part, he says these are the first 5 terms of a sequence. So it's 5, 12, 19, 26, 7. You will clearly see you have added 7, then you again added 7, you again added 7, you again added 7. So when you get the next term by adding a certain number, we call it arithmetic sequence. And he says find the next term of the sequence. So in 33, add 7, you will get the next term. And it's simple, 33 plus 7, that is 40. So 40 will be the answer. So here we have, so our answer is right. And then we have a second part. Find an expression for the nth term of the sequence. So it's an arithmetic sequence, and the first term of the sequence is 5, that is represented with A. The number you are adding, that is 7. So, and that is called common difference. So the common difference here is 7. So, and that is represented with the D. So we can find the nth term. The formula for finding the nth term is very simple. It is A plus D bracket and minus 1 bracket close. A is 5, D is 7. Just put those values there. So 5 plus 7 bracket and minus 1. So it will be 5 plus 7n minus 7, and that will be 7n minus 2. So the nth term is 7n minus 2, and our answer is right. Hopefully you understand this is arithmetic sequence. And why I'm calling it arithmetic sequence? Because you get the next term by adding a certain number. He says, question number 4, a part is third portion. Tk plus tk plus 1 are, means the kth term and k plus 1th term are consecutive terms of the sequence. The sum of these two terms is 703. Find the value of the k. So So, you know, the kth term will be 7k minus 2. This is the formula for that term. So the kth term will be 7k minus 2. And k plus 1 term will be 7 bracket k plus 1 bracket close minus 2. So this will become 7k plus 7 minus 2. It will be 7k plus 5. So now he says their sum is 703. So I will add both the terms, and when you will add both the terms, you will see you will have 7k minus 2 plus 7k plus 5, and that will be equal to 703. So it will be 14k plus 3 equals to 703. So 14k will be 703 minus 3, and that is 700. So k will be equal to 700 divided by 14, and that will be 50. So that means the k value is 50. The value of the k is 50, and our answer is right. The marking scheme is showing up. This is how we have done that. And it is related with this formula. Okay, so we are going to the next question, next part. This is question number 4, and it's B part. An expression for the nth term of a different sequence is n squared plus an plus b. The first term of the sequence is 3. So here, if in the place of n you put 1, the answer of this whole thing will be 3. The third term of the sequence is 19. So here in the place of n, if you will substitute 3, this whole expression will be equals to 19. Their question is find the sixth term of the sequence. So they want me to find out the sixth term of this sequence. It's a 5 marks question. So basically this question is on simultaneous equations and the sequences. They have combined them together. So in the place of n, I will substitute 1. So 1 square plus a into 1 plus b, and that will be equals to 3. So a plus b is equals to 3 minus 1. So a plus b is equals to 2. So this is my first equation. Then he says third term is 19. So here in the place of n, I will substitute it with the 3. The n will be substituted with the 3. So you will have 3 squared plus 3 into a plus b is equals to 19. So 3a plus b will be equals to 19 minus 9, and that will be 3a plus b equals to 10. So now you have these two equations who have the variable a and b. I want to find out the value of the a and b. So I will solve them simultaneously. You can see in both these equations, this b has the same coefficient. This is 1b, this is also 1b, and they both are positive. So simply subtract these two. So you will get the b will be eliminated, and you will get the value of the a. This is simultaneous equation by the elimination method. So from the left side, I will subtract the left side. From the right side, I will subtract the right side. So you will have a plus b minus bracket start 3a plus b bracket close equals to, from the right side, subtract the right side. So you will have 2 minus 10. So you will have a plus b when this bracket will open, minus 3a minus b is equals to minus 8. And so you will have, I mean, plus b minus b, they will be cancelled. So you will have minus 2a equals to minus 8, and a will be equals to 8 by 2, and the a will be equals to 4. Once you know the value of the a, you can substitute that value into this equation, and you can find the value of the b. So 4 plus b equals to 2, so b will be equals to 2 minus 4, and the b will be minus 2. So now I know the value of the a and b. So their question was, what is the sixth term? So I know the value of the a and b, so I can, in the place of n, I will put 6, and in the place of a, I will put 4, in the place of b, I will put minus 2. So the sixth term will be 6 squared plus 4 into 6 minus 2, and that 36 plus 24 minus 2, and that is 60 minus 2, and that will be 58. So the sixth term of this sequence will be 58. So I hope this whole solution is showing up on your screen. You can pause the video. Okay, so 58 is the answer, and it is right. This is the solution. Full marking scheme is showing up. So let's go to the next question. The next question on your screen is question number 5. It's a part. This is part of a bus timetable. So we have different stations here: town square, railway station, business park, airport. So the bus starts from here, it comes here, then it comes here, it comes here. He says, work out how long the bus takes to get from the town square. So they are talking about the town square and to the business park. Okay. So from town square to the business park. So from this time, subtract this time, you will get how much time it has taken. And it's a simple question, and I hope you have learned this. From 7:16, subtract 6:30. So you can see from 16, the 30 cannot be subtracted. So I will borrow 1 hour. So when 1 hour will be added here, this 60 minutes will be added in the minutes. So 16 will become 76 minutes. 16 minutes will become 76 minutes. From 76 minutes, you subtract 30 minutes, you will get 46 minutes. From 6 hours, subtract 6 hours, you get 0. So 46 minutes. So basically, the bus will take 46 minutes. So 46 minutes. So basically, our answer is right. This is how this is done. A part, first portion. Then we have question number 5, A part, its second portion. He says Tom arrives at the railway station at 7:12. He gets on the next bus to the airport. Find the time he arrives at the airport. Okay. So Mr. Tom is at railway station at 7:12. So this is and then he takes a bus for the airport. So he is here somewhere, 7:12. So he's going to probably take this bus and he's going to reach the airport. And when he will be in the airport at 8:15. At 8:15. So it's a simple. So at 8:15, he will be in the airport. Our answer is right. So this is how we have done this, and hopefully you understand. Okay, so then we have question number 5, it's B part. Okay, he says 160 workers at the business park are asked the time taken in minutes for their journey to work. The results are shown in the cumulative frequency diagram. So here, a cumulative frequency diagram has been shown. And here you see the time is represented, time of travel, that is in minutes. And on the y-axis, the cumulative frequency is given. So there are basically 160 workers. So this is cumulative frequency. This is the time, and this graph is of the less than graph. This is very important sentence. This graph is of the less than graph. Okay, the first question they're asking, use the diagram to estimate the number of workers whose journey took less than 30 minutes. Whose journey took them less than 30 minutes. And hopefully you can see here we have 30 minutes. From here, I will go to the graph. From here, I will go to the cumulative frequency. And you can see what is written here. This is 56, I think. I think 56. Yeah, 56 is the right answer, sir. And you can see the answer is from 55 to 57. Our answer is 56. And you can see how I have found it by using the, so 30 minutes from here, go to the cumulative curve and then check what is the value on the y-axis. Then their question is the interquartile range. They want you to find out the interquartile range. So for finding the interquartile range, the method is very simple. First of all, you need to find out the third quartile, Q3. And then you need to find out the first quartile, that is Q1, upper quartile and lower quartile, we also call them. The interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. So how you will find the Q3? Q3 is basically 75% of the total cumulative. And the total cumulative here is 160. So the Q3 will be equals to 75% of 160, and that is 120. So on the y-axis, check where is the 120. From there, I will go to the graph, and from there, I will go to the x-axis. I will check what is the value here, and I will call it Q3. And the value here is 54. minutes. Then I will find out what is the Q1. Q1 is 25% of the total cumulative, and the 25% of the 160, because the total cumulative here is 160, that is 40. I will check what is 40 on the y-axis. From there, I will go to the cumulative curve, and then I will check what is the x value, and that is Q1, and that is 24 right now. So hopefully you understand this. Then you know the formula for the interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1, upper quartile minus the lower quartile, and that will be 54 minus 24, and that will be 30. So the 30 is the answer, and yes, sir, this is the right answer. This is how this is done. This is done basically from this diagram, and this is how it is done. I hope you understand this. Okay, then their question is the percentage of the workers whose journey took longer than 1 hour. This sentence is very important. Longer than. I told you this graph is of the less than. Longer than 1 hour. 1 hour means 60 minutes. So from 60 minutes, I will go to the cumulative curve, and then I will check what is the value of the x, value of the y there. What is the cumulative frequency there? That is 132, because he said more than. So I will check how much is the value above. How many people are take more than this. So from 160, you will subtract 132. So you will get 28. So when you want to find out the percentage, it will be 28 by the total people are 160. So 28 by 160 multiply 100. So 17.5% people are taking longer than 1 hour to every day. So 17.5%, and that is the right answer. Hopefully you understand. Okay, then we have the question number, and this is question number 5, and it's B part, C part. He says, Chen's journey to work is a distance of 37 kilometer, correct to the nearest kilometer. This word is important. Nearest kilometer means 1 kilometer, and you divide it with the 2, you get 0.5 kilometer. If you want to find out the upper bound or the lower bound of 37 kilometer, you will add this into 37, you get 37.5 kilometer, that is the upper bound. You subtract 0.5 kilometer from 37, you get 36.5 kilometer, that's the lower bound of the distance traveled. His journey on the Monday takes 43 minutes, correct to nearest minute. Okay, so because this is correct to the nearest minute, so nearest minute means 1 minute. So divide 1 minute with the 2, you get 0.5 minutes. So the time is 43 minutes. If you add 0.5 in it, you will get the upper bound of the time. And if you, from 43, if you subtract 0.5 minutes, you will get the lower bound of the time. Their question is to calculate the lower bound for the average speed. This word is very important. They want me to find the lower bound of the average speed for this journey. Okay, so you see, because I want the lower bound of the speed, because the speed, you know, is equals to the distance divided by time. So because by dividing the distance with the time, you get the speed, and I want the lower bound of the speed. So the distance lower bound should be taken, and the times upper bound should be taken. Then from this division, you will get the smallest answer. So distance lower bound will be taken, and the times upper bound will be taken. You know, the distance is equal to 37. Its upper bound will be 37.5. Its lower bound will be 36.5. The time is 43 minutes, and it's correct to 1 minute. So its upper bound will be 43.5 minutes, and its lower bound will be 42.5. So distance lower bound will be 36.5 kilometer, and the times upper bound will be 43.5 minutes. But here, because you want the speed in kilometers per hour, so I will divide it with the 60 to convert it into hours. So finally, I will have 36.5 multiplied 60 divided by 43.5, and that will be 50.34 kilometer per hour. 50.3 is the right answer, sir. 50.3 is the right answer. Hopefully you understand. This is a question on the lower bound and the upper bound, and a little. Okay, so we are going to the next question. That question is question number 6. He says ABCD is a rectangle with an area of 30 centimeters square. So I know the area of this whole rectangle, the big rectangle ABCD. And the AB side is X centimeter, the rectangle DEFG is removed from the corner of the rectangle ABCD. The AE side and the CG side, they are equal to each other and they both are 2 centimeter. Write down an expression for the BC. So you know the area of this rectangle, you know the width of this thing, and I want to find out the length. The area of the rectangle is equals to length into width. So I can easily tell you the area is 30 and the length is question and the width is x. So the length will be 30 divided by x. Then the length is the BC side. So the length will be 30 divided by x. A very famous trick which is frequently used, and it is right, sir. Okay, so we are going to the B part. He says show that the shaded area, which he represented with the y centimeter square, is given by this formula. So we have to show that the shaded area is this. This is that shaded area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this shaded area into two portions. This is basically 2, this is 2, and this side it will be x minus 2, and this is 30 by x. I have done this. Yeah, here you go. So this is x minus 2, this is 2, this is 2, this is 30 by x. So I will find this area, the area of this rectangle. I will find the area of this rectangle. I will add them up, and that will be the shaded area. So this is area 1, this is area 2. So area 1 plus shaded area is equals to area 1 plus area 2. And area 1 will be 2 multiply, area 1 will be 2 multiply, I have to further decrease it. Yeah, area 1 will be 2 multiply 30 by x, and area 2 will be x minus 2 multiply 2. So you will have 60 by x plus 2x minus 4. Just rearrange it and this expression, and you will have 2x plus 60 by x minus 4. This is what you have to show. I hope you understand. We have to show that this area is this. So the y, the shaded area was y, so that is equals to 2x plus 60 by x. Okay, so then we have this. He says complete the table for y is equals to 2x plus 60 by x minus 4. And where this table is given, only the last column needs to be filled. Here the value of the x is 14. So in this equation, wherever is the x, substituted with the 14. So I have done that. Let me show you. So here you have, so in the place of the x, I will substitute 14. So y will be equals to, on your calculator, you will write 2 multiply 14 plus 60 divided by 14 minus 4 equals to, and that will be 28.3. 28.3, 28.3. This is how you do that. Okay, so 28.3 is the right answer, sir. Then he says, draw the graph of y equals to 2x plus 60 by x minus 4 for the values of x from 2 to 14. So basically, this is that table. At 2, you have 30. At 3, you have 22. At 4, you have 19. At 6, you have 18. You have 8, 19.5, 10, 22, 12, 25, 14, 28 point something. So I'm going to plot these points. So what I will do, I will plot those points. I have plotted them. You can, hopefully you can see those dots. Can you see those dots? I have put those dots here. And then I have joined them with a smooth curve. So this is how you will get this. So it was a 3 marks question, and we have plotted this curve. It's a 3 marks question. And these are the points, okay? Then their question is, the shaded area is 24 centimeters square. The shaded area is represented on the y-axis. Its value is saying 24 centimeters square. The length of the AB is less than the length of the BC. The length of the AB is represented with the X, and the length of the BC is represented with 30 and divided by X. So their question is that the length of the AB is less than the length of the BC. So whatever is the length of the AB when the area is 24. So how I'm going to solve this? Okay, the area is 24. So here you have that area 24. So I will draw a horizontal line here, y equals to 24. This basically line is basically y equals to 24. So you draw this line. So this is the value of the so there are two values of the x. One is this value. This value is how much? It is basically how much? It is 2.2, 2.4, 2.6. It's almost 2.7. So this value is 2.7. So you can see y equals to 24. It cuts that graph here. So the value of the x here is 2.7, and the value of the x here is 11 point. This is 11.4. Yeah. So they said that take that value of the x, value of the x should be less than the value of the BC. The AB side was, you know, the AB side was, so the x 2.7, I will take the BC will be 30 divided by 2.7. So the AB side is 2.7 and the BC is 11.1. And so the dimensions of that rectangle are 2.7 by 11.1. So length and the width is 2.7 and 11.1. So they gave us a condition that the AB side should be less than the BC side. So that's why I've chosen the X 2.7. Otherwise, if you choose the other thing, even then it is good. Okay. So this is the answer. So hopefully you understand and what they have written in the answer. This is their answer. You can take your time, read it. Okay. So I'm going to the next question. That is question number 7. He says 7A part. He says simplify. So you have an expression here, 7A minus 4B minus 2A plus B. So A and A will be added, subtracted. B and B will be added, subtracted. So you will have 5A minus 3B at the end. 5A minus 3B. 5A minus 3B is the right answer. This is how I have done this. And then we have question number 7B part. He says expand and simplify. So this 3 will multiply with both the terms. This 5 will also multiply with both these terms, which are inside that bracket. So you will have 6x minus 9 plus 5x plus 10. So x and x will be added, subtracted. Pure number will be added, subtracted with the pure number. So you will have 11x plus 1. 11x plus 1. And that answer is right, sir. This is how it is done. Okay, so we are going to the next part. He says solve. This is the C part of question number 7. 6x squared minus 2x minus 9 equals to 0. Here, and a quadratic equation is given. Show all your working and give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. And it's a 3 marks question. So we are going to apply the quadratic formula here. So A is 6, B is minus 2, and C is minus 9. And you know the quadratic formula is x equals to minus b plus minus under root, and under the under root we have b square minus 4ac, and then we have divided by the whole thing is divided by the 2a. Just substitute the value of the a and the b and the c here. So you will have minus bracket start minus 2 bracket close plus minus under root, and under the under root we have bracket -2 bracket close whole square -4 into 6 into -9. So when you solve this thing, you will get 220. So basically, here minus will be plus. So plus 2 plus minus under root 220, the whole thing divided by 12. So now you will have two options. Either 2 plus square root of the 220 and divided by 12, and the other option will be 2 minus under root 220 divided by 12. So here you will get 1.40, here you will get minus 107, and you will get these two values of the x. Hopefully you understand. So this is the whole solution, and let me show you the answer. Minus 1.07 and 1.4, our answers are right. Question number 7 is D part. He says, write as a single fraction in its simplest form. So here, first portion is x by 4 divided by 2 by y. So I will convert this divide sign into multiplication sign. And the fraction after that divide sign, that will reciprocate. So here you have. So you will see x by 4 multiply y by 2. So it will be xy by 8. Xy by 8. So let's check. Yes, sir. This is the answer. This is how it is done. Then we have question number 7D and its second part. He says, here we have two fractions which are subtracting, and these are algebraic fractions, and their denominators are different. So I will take their LCM. So both these denominators, they will come in the LCM. So here we have, both of them will be in the LCM. So this will multiply with the numerator here. Then we have minus and then 7, and this will multiply here. So you will have 6x plus 3 minus 7x plus 35. This is in the numerator. And in the denominator, you have these two brackets. So it will be 38 minus x and the whole thing divided by x minus 5 and another bracket 2x plus 1. You can also open this bracket in the denominator, and it's not necessary. So this is my answer. Hopefully you understand. This can be also the answer. And you can see our answer is right. This is the solution. Okay. So now we are going to the next question. That is question number 8. It's A part. A group of 40 children are each asked how many books they read last month. The table shows the results. So the number of the books, and these are number of the children. 0 books, 7 children. 1 book, 11 children. 2 books read, 9 children. 3 books read, 5. 4 books read, 6. And 5 books read by 2 children. He says, write down the mod. Mod is that value of the x whose frequency is highest. So the highest frequency here is 11. So the x value on this is 1. So 1 is the right answer, sir. So this is how you find the mod. So the mod is 1. Yeah, this is right. Okay, the question number 8A, second part is find the median. So if you want to find out the median, you will find the cumulative frequency. So how you find the cumulative frequency? You write the first frequency as it is. From in it, you add this frequency, you get 18. In this, you add this frequency, you get 27. In this, you add this frequency, you get 32. In this, you add this frequency, you get 38. In this, you add this frequency, and you get 40. This is how you find the cumulative frequency. Now, when you look at the end of this cumulative frequency, it's 40. It's an even number. So when you have even number, and then in the center of the data, there are two numbers, and their average is basically the median. So because the total, there are 40 observations here. So at the center, you will have two numbers. So how you find the central numbers? You find, first of all, n by 2 and n plus 2 by 2. So n is 40 basically. So for even, if this is even, then we use this formula. So 40 by 2, that's 20, and 40 by plus 2, that's 42. 42 divided by 2, that's 21. So 20th number and 21st number, they are in the center of the data. 20th number and 21st number. So where is the 20th number? In this class, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th number. Here you have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 number. Here you will have 19, 20, and 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27th number. So the 20th number is here in this. So the value of x here is 2. And the 21st number is also in this class. So both of them, the x value is 2. So the median will be the average of these two numbers. So 2 plus 2 divided by 2, and that is 4 by 2, and that is 2. So the median score is 2. I hope you have learned this and you understand this, how this is done. Okay. Then he says calculate the mean. It's a 2 marks question. So it's a frequency table given here, and this is the value of the x, this is the value of the f. You multiply f and the x, you get a row here which is fx. You mean f and x multiplied. So you see 0 multiply 7, that's 0, 1 multiply 11, that is 11, 2 multiply 9, that is 18, 3 multiply 5, that is 15, 4 multiply 6, that is 24, 5 multiply 2, that is 10. So the mean is, the formula for the mean is summation fx divided by the summation f. Summation fx means you add up all the fx, 0 plus 11 plus 18 plus 15 plus 24 plus 10, and that will be 78. Divided by the summation f means you add up all the frequencies, and that will be 40. So, and the mean will be equals to 78 divided by 40, and that is 1.95. 1.95. 1.95 is the right answer. So you can look at the marking scheme. This is how this is done. Hopefully you understand this. Okay, then their question is, one of the 40 children is chosen at random. Find the probability that this child read 4 or more books. Give your answer as a fraction of in its simplest form. So one child is chosen 4 or more books. So 4 books are read by 6 people, and more than 4, 2 people. So you add them up, they are 8 people, and the total people in this survey are 40. So the people who read 4 or more books are 8 people out of 40. So the probability will be 8 by a 40, and that will be 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 is the answer, sir, and that is right, sir. Okay, then we have another question, and he says there are 10 books on a shelf. 7 of the books are fiction and 3 are non-fiction. So their question is, Sanjay takes a book from the shelf at random, looks at it and replaces it. He then takes another book from the shelf at random, looks at it and replaces it. Find the probability that one book is fiction and the other book is non-fiction. So it's very simple, because they have replaced the book, so the total will not change. So probably they are asking us to find the probability of the fiction, comma, non-fiction, plus the probability of the non-fiction, comma, the fiction. So the fiction is 7 by 10 multiply non-fiction is 3 by 10. So 7 by 10 multiply 3 by 10 plus 3 by 10 multiply 7 by 10. So it's 21 by 100 plus 21 by 100. That's 42 by 100. And when you simplify that with the 2, you will get 21 by 50. So the probability of getting a fiction book and one non-fiction book, and they replaced the books, that will be 21 by 50. And you can see 21 by 50 is the right answer, sir. This is how this is done. Hopefully you understand. Then he says Mona takes 3 books from the 10 books on the shelf at random without replacement. Now the total under the in the fraction of the probability, the number in the denominator, that will change because they are not replacing that book. Find the probability that only one of the books she take is fiction. It's a 3 marks question. So you see, basically they are asking about that she has taken 3 books, only one is fiction, the other 2 are non-fiction. So their order can be different. For example, fiction, non-fiction, non-fiction. Then it might maybe non-fiction, fiction, non-fiction. Maybe non-fiction, non-fiction, fiction. So we will find all the probabilities of these three events and we will add them up. So fiction 7 by 10 multiply 3 by 9 multiply 2 by 10. Why this total number is changing? Because they say without replacement. So plus and this thing will happen, and when you multiply this you got 42 by 720 plus 42 by 720, 42 by 720. So it's 126 by 720. You simplify, that is 7 by 40. So 7 by 40 is the answer, sir. 7 by 40 is the answer. This question is a little tricky because there are three books involved without replacement. And he says out of those three, only one should be fiction. The other two should be non-fiction. So this is how you do it. Question number 9 is showing up on your screen, and he says, here we have the diagram shows a triangular prism. AB is 6 centimeter, angle BAC is 55 degree centigrade. Sorry, degree. I said centigrade. And the length of the prism is 20 centimeter. The area of the triangle ABC is 34.4 centimeters square. Calculate the volume of the prism. Give the unit of your answer. So I want to find out the volume of this thing. It's a prism, and the volume of the prism formula is very simple. The base area multiply the height of the prism. So the volume of the prism is base area of the prism multiply height of the prism. So it is 34.4 multiplied 20. The height of the prism is the distance between one base and the other base. That is 20. That's the height of the prism. And the base area is already given. That triangle is the base. Base is that face, which is the cross-sectional area of the prism. And that cross-sectional area is present throughout the prism. So 688, 34.4 multiplied 20, that's 688 centimeter cube. 688 centimeter cube is the right answer, sir. Hopefully you remember this formula. Okay, question number 9, and it's A part and its second portion. He says, show that the AC is 14.0 centimeter, correct to three significant figures. He wants me to find out the length of this AC. I know the area of this triangle, that's 34.4. The area of the triangle is 1 by 2 into base into height. No, sorry, 1 by 2 into height, 1 by 2 into A into B into the sine of theta, where sine of theta is the angle between the two sides. So 1 by 2 into 6 into AC into sine of 55, and that will be 34.4. So this is 6, this is the question AC, and this is the angle between them. So from there, I can find the area of this triangle. The area of the triangle already we know. That is 34.4. So AC will be equals to 34.4 multiplied 2 divided by 6 divided by sine 55 equals to, and that will be 13.99. That is 14 centimeter. So the AC side is basically 14 centimeters. So now I know this side is how much? That is 14 centimeter. So let me show you. It is 13.99 or 14 centimeter, you can say. Okay. Then they ask us to calculate the surface area of the prism. And it's a 5 marks question. The surface area of the prism formula is that 2 times the base area plus the perimeter of the base multiply the height of the prism. And this is the formula showing up on your screen. The surface area of the prism is equal to 2 times the base area plus the perimeter of the base multiply the height of the prism. So the base area, the 34.4, you will multiply it with the 2. The perimeter of the base is the AB side, the AC side, and the BC side. The important thing is that we don't know the BC side. So the BC side I can find because in this triangle I know these two sides and the included angle between them, and the opposite side to this angle is not given. So I can use the cosine rule to find out the BC. According to the cosine rule, the BC square will be equal to the AB square plus AC square minus 2 into AB into AC into cos of the angle A. So here I'm going to put those values. So 2 into 34.4 plus the one side is 6, the other side is 14, and the BC side is, I have applied here for the BC, the law of cosine. That is 6 square plus 14 square minus 2 into 6 into 14 into cos 55 and square root on all of this. And then multiply with the height of the prism, that is 20. So it's 68.8, and this is 6 plus 14 plus, and this answer of this thing is 11.65. Bracket goes into the 20. So when you multiply this, when you add them up, that is 31.65, and then you multiply it with 20, you get 633. So 68.8 plus 633, and that is 701.38. So that's approximately 702. So 702 is the answer, sir. 702. So this is how it is done. Hopefully you understand. Hopefully you know the cosine rule. If I know this side, I know this side, angle between them, and then I can find the opposite side very easily by using the cosine rule. This is the statement of the cosine rule, and this is how the surface area of the prism is calculated. 702 is the answer, which is the right answer, sir. Okay, so we are going to the next part. That is question number 9, and it's B part. He says that the diagram shows a cuboid with a square base. The base is a square, okay? The height of the cuboid is 8 centimeter and the volume of the cuboid is 98 centimeters cube. So we know the volume, we know the height of the cuboid, and the base is a square. So its sides we can suppose are x, 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 x. So the formula for the volume is length into width into height. So the volume is 98 centimeter cube, and the length is suppose x. The width is also x because the base is square. So its length and width is same. And the height is 8. So the x square will be equal to 98 divided by 8. So x square is 12.25. Take square root on both the sides. So the x will be 3.5. So the side of the base I know is 3.5. Now, why is this diagonal? This diagonal. Okay, so I will find the base side is 3.5, 3.5. So I will apply the Pythagoras here. So y square is equal to 3.5 square plus 3.5 square. So y square is 24.5. Take square root on both the sides. So y will be equal to 4.95. Y will be equal to 4.95. Once you know the value of the y, I can take this triangle, this diagonal. It's a right angle triangle, PQ, and this point. So I have made it here 8, and this is that diagonal which we just calculated. That is 4.95, and this PQ is question. Again, this is a right angle triangle, so I will apply the Pythagoras. So PQ square will be equal to 8 square plus 4.95 whole square. So PQ square will be equal to 8.50, and the PQ will be equal to, take the square root, so it will be 9.41. 9.41 is the answer. 9.41 is the right answer. This is the solution. I'm going to decrease the size so you can see the whole of the question together. Hopefully this is showing up on your screen clearly. And this is question number 9. It's B part. It's a little tricky question. 3D. This shape is 3D. Okay. So now we have question number 10. Here a circle is given. O is the center of the circle. AC is the diameter. BD is also the diameter. O is the center. The diagram shows a circle center O with the diameter AC and the BD. And he says A part. Show that the triangle OAB is congruent to the triangle ODC. Give a reason for each statement you make. Okay, it's a 3-mark question, you know. This side and this side is equal because OA and the OD, they both are radius. The OB and the OC, they both are equal to each other because they are the radius of the same circle. This angle AOB and this angle DOC, they are equal to each other because they are vertically opposite angle. So in these two triangles, the two sides and the included angle between those two sides is same. So these two triangles are congruent, and the postulate by which we prove that they are congruent to each other is the side angle side. Two sides and the included angle is same. So these two triangles are congruent to each other. So this is a 3 marks question. Hopefully you understand. Let me show you my written work here. So here you can see I have written that the OA is equals to the OD because they both are the radius of the same circle. OB is equals to the OC because they are the radius of the same circle. Angle AOB is equals to the angle DOC. They are vertically opposite angles. So that means the triangle AOB is congruent to the triangle DOC. And the reason is side angle side postulate. So this is the solution of the A part showing up on your screen. According to the marking scheme, we have done the same thing here. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so now we are going to the next part. Here he says, and the diameter of the circle is 10 centimeter and the AB is 9 centimeter. Calculate the difference between the circumference of the circle and the perimeter of the shaded shape. It's a 5 marks question. So they want me to find out the circumference of this whole circle. Its diameter is given. Its diameter is how much? That is 10. And the AB side is 9. This AB is how much? 9. This side is also 9. I know this side is 5. That's radius. This is 5. That's radius. This is 5. That's radius. This OD is also 5. So they want me to find out the circumference of and the perimeter of this shaded region. So I will find out this angle, then I will find out this angle, and from there I can find this arc length, and then I can find the area and the perimeter of that. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to find out that this angle cos phi. If you look at this diagram carefully, if you want to find out, you know the three sides, so I'm going to use the law of cosine to find this angle phi. Once I know the phi, then I can find this theta, and then this theta will be used to find the arc AD. So look at here. So the cos of phi will be 5 square plus 5 square minus 9 square divided by the 2 into 5 into 5. That's law of cosine. So cos phi will be equals to minus 0.62 and the phi will be equals to cos inverse of the minus 0.62. And when you enter this in your calculator, you will get the phi angle is 128.3. So once you know the phi, then you can find this angle theta. If I know this angle, I can find this theta angle, that is 180 minus phi. So the theta will be equals to 180 minus 128.3, and that theta is equal to 51.7. Now the arc AD, so I'm talking about basically this arc AD. This arc AD will be equals to theta by 360 and 2 pi r. So the arc AD will be equals to 51.7 divided by 360 multiply 2 multiply pi multiply 5. The radius is 5. So you will get 4.51. So the perimeter of the shaded region is 9 plus 9 plus that arc plus that arc. There are two arcs which are same. So it is 9 plus 9 plus 4.51 plus 4.51. That's 27.02. So that's the perimeter of the shaded region. The circumference of this whole circle is 2 pi r. That 2 pi into the 5, that's 31.42. Now the difference between them will be the difference between the perimeter of the shaded region and the circumference of this circle, 31.42 minus 27.02, and that is 4.40. 4.40 is the right answer, sir. 4.40 is the right answer. 4.40 is our answer, and that is right. This solution is huge. It's a 5-mark question. I'm just trying to show up the whole, yeah, this is now the whole solution showing up on your screen. You can pause the video and take your time with this. So we have reached the end of this paper. So today, my dear students, in this video, I have tried to present you the solution of the October-November 2023 2-1 paper. And in this paper too, I've tried my best to explain you the concepts, and I have also written the solutions. I have also shown you the marking scheme to make sure that the answers are correct. And if you find this video useful, if you find this video helpful, if you think that this video can help your friends who have not yet solved the past papers and they are preparing for the Cambridge exam or for their school exam, please share the link of this video with your friends. Share the link of this video on the WhatsApp, on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on your X, on your Instagram, on your TikTok, because when you will share the link of this video on your social media platforms, this will help me to promote my channel. I think it's a great blessing for me that I can make these videos which can touch the life of so many students around the globe and make their life easy, their parents' life easy, their teachers' life easier. Thank you very much. Keep watching my videos and keep studying. Thank you very much. Have a good day. God bless you all.